Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So, as was on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with Japanese and CFS V2 models. And I shall get to that for you in a moment. Just say that first. The video says our 6 AM UK weather forecast. Got a 10 to 14 day with all other features on the way later on. And we'll be live at 10:30 with a pub run. So I'll see you a little bit later on for a couple of hours, maybe. Please like, share, and subscribe on all today's videos and content. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, let's start off with week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic and the North Pole view down. So this is the North Pole just here. I've got wider Arctic circle through there, and then the mid-latitudes are through there. So blue is extrapolating to below average height, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average height, which is high pressure. By the way, the UK and Ireland are just there. These breaking down into weekly periods. The first weekly period will take us from today, the 17th, through to the 24th of January. So the next week going to be dominated by higher pressure again over and to the east of the country, with lower pressure out in the Atlantic, gradually encroaching into that area of high pressure, beginning to turn more unsettled through the week. And then that leads us nicely on into week 2, which is the 24th to the 31st of January. And then the high pressure has retreated away towards the northeast. Low pressure is taking over from the Atlantic. So the last week of January, turning very unsettled. Bouts of rain and strong winds, but at least it will be mild. And then excuse me, and then into week 3 and 4, which is the 31st of January to the 14th of February, low pressure in control from the Atlantic, high pressure to our south and east, and we bring the wind in from a southwesterly direction. So looking mild still through the first half of February, drier to the south and the east, more unsettled away to the north and the west. Let's confirm that with the tropical and mid-latitude view, so we can't see Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia, all those areas off the chart up here. We're in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. A reminder of the week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly with low pressure encroaching on that area of high pressure away to the east. You see it over on this side of the screen. So temperature anomalies are actually still a little bit on the chilly side through the next week, especially so for England and Wales. Slight turn milder in the north and the west, though. And precipitation-wise, it's still largely drier, although turning more unsettled in the west and in the southwest. Week 2, it's all changed. Low pressure now is in control and in the ascendancy, coming in from off the Atlantic. Temperature anomalies are around to slightly above average. It's not desperately mild. And it's much more unsettled as well, with significantly above average rainfall as we're unleashing the Atlantic there. And then weeks 3 and 4 is the 31st of January, 14th of February, bringing in that southwesterly wind once again. Very mild through the first 2 weeks of February, with above average temperatures, 1-2 degrees above normal there. And it's still wetter than average, especially so for more northern and western areas, but all areas coming out wetter than average. So a wet but mild February on the cards. Well, let's see how the CFS compares. It's 500 millibar high tolerance breaking down to week periods. The first week period takes from the 17th to 23rd of January. The next week dominated by high pressure. Again, the pressure is down here into week 2. It's the 24th to the 30th of January. Plenty of low pressure in the Atlantic. High pressure is through there and also through there. And winds are coming up southwest, that looks mild. And then week 3 will be the 31st of January, 6th of February. Again, low pressure up here with those southwestern winds as well. And then on into week 4 with flat pancake. It's a 7th to the 13th February, low pressure up here, high pressure is down there, and winds coming through like that. Early spring. Temperature anomalies for week 1, 17th, 23rd of February. A little bit cold on average in England and Wales, milder than average Northern Ireland. Look how cold it is across much of America. Next week, really plunge down into the freezer. And then into week 2. It's just 24th to 30th January, turning milder for the UK and Ireland. Still bitterly cold across large portions of the states, though. Week 3, though, goes milder in America, and we're looking very mild as well for the UK and for Ireland. Most of Eurasia, actually, most of the Northern Hemisphere, actually, with above average temperatures. They're incredible. And then week 4 is the 7th to the 13th of February. So then really mild across much of America, but cold up into Canada. Very mild for the UK and Ireland, and all of Eurasia looking significantly above average as well. So a really, really mild February on the way for us, or first half of February anyway. Temperature knowledge for week 1, 17th to 23rd of February, January, sorry, is drier than average, but week 2, from 24th to the 30th of January, goes wetter than normal. Check that one out. Week 3 is the 31st of January, 6th February, also looking wetter than normal, especially to the north and west, and that carries on into week 4 as well. It's the 7th to the 13th of February, wetter than normal too. Right, so got good agreement in the way forward with the JMA and the CFS. So the next week is looking relatively chilly, especially so for England and Wales. If you like cold and winter weather, make the most of it, because once that's out of the way, it's spring. We're looking mild, wet and windy through the last week of January, and that carries on for, as far as the eye can see, at least to the middle of February, possibly into July, and above average temperatures, very wet too. Get ready, get your ark ready. We're in for an onslaught from the Atlantic, but at least it will be mild. Well, we're going back shortly with your 10 to 14 day. That will include all of the regular features. Come back for that in a bit. And by the way, tomorrow you'll find out what the ECMWF have got to say about all of this with the 6-week look ahead for the UK and for Ireland as well. So we're going to be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day. Get set for that. For this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.